keep forgetting to clean that rim. Okay, let's go do our thing. So I haven't, both hives survived the winter, and I put sugar water on top. I don't think I videoed that like 6 weeks ago. This hive drank it down to nothing. This hive never touched it. So I replaced this. I don't know what this hive's doing, but this one was pretty active. And this one, I see some bees coming in and out, but not many. So it's now the end of May. I've just been super busy. And I'm gonna open up the hives and kind of like look into them for the first time since they came out of winter. I just opened them, saw bees in there, moved the winter boxes off, and put the water boxes on, the sugar water boxes on some time ago. So, and this one was really aggressive when I did that, and so I'm putting more stuff up. It's breezy today, but it's either been raining or windy every day for like 4 weeks. And finally I just said, I'm just going out and doing it. Trying to get the smoke in there. Where's that tool? So I've got these on the honey boxes, honey supers, just in case they're like really far along and producing brood and stuff. But see, they say, oh wow, what the heck's all that? So that's really weird. They didn't eat the pollen patty. Because it's so breezy, I don't know if this smoke's going to go down in there or not. It's weird they didn't eat that pollen patty. They just had a little bit of it. So they're being really weird about the sugar water and the pollen. Just going to open this and see if there's any brood in there. Yep, there's brood. Brood and lots of it. So I'm going to put, I don't know if I should put a honey super on this early, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't know why that's got so much black mold in there. Just put it up. Let it dry out. I know some people watching this are like, what the heck? Why didn't you get down in there and really see what's going on? I did that the first couple years and I just didn't have luck with them producing much honey. And last year I went to this. If they look healthy when you look in there and they seem healthy and they're really active, just leave them be and just check kind of on the surface level and let them do their thing. And so I'm trying that out. I tried it out last summer, and this hive and this one produced 50 canisters of honey, so a ton of honey, using that method. So I'm going to try it again this summer and see what happens. Is there smoke coming out of there? Can't tell. This is one where they never touch the... Oh, they drank some of it down. This is one that was really aggressive before, so... There's not a lot of bees on these, but there's enough that I'm just going to let them get off. It's weird. Every time I've put pollen patties in before, yeah, see, these are more aggressive. They come right out and start pelting my deal here. I mean, they're way more aggressive. So I'm not sure why they're not eating these pollen patties. I don't see very many bees down in here. And I just wonder if this is a healthy hive. Ah, shoot, that frame just pulled apart. Darn it. That's a bummer. I'm gonna get that out now. Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. I don't want to bang on their hive and make them more agitated. Yeah, see, these are trying to find their way in, and they're all over that microphone. And this is the way they were acting when I first put stuff on. That's really jammed on there. See, I'm just prying the frames apart. I'm going to try and open the 2 hives. And just see what I see down there. So anybody that's an experienced beekeeper is like, what's this guy doing? And rightly so. I've only had bees 3 years, and yeah, there's hardly any bees in here. And I don't see any down here. So I should really dig through and look for the queen and see if there's even a queen in there. I'm gonna break some of this off so when I go to put it back, I don't even think there's bees down in this bottom frame. See what we see when we open this up. There's a ton of dead bees down in the bottom. Looks like this hive might have really struggled and failed in the winter. Yeah, I don't see any stores or anything in here. Just checking. There's a bunch of dead bees in there. So I'm not sure what to do with this hive. It's in a very, I mean, there's some honey in there. Some capped honey there. So that's weird. Whole bunch of honey in there. Whole bunch of honey there. There's some honey in here too. It's weird how much honey is sitting in here. honey on that end. So what I might do is take these honey frames out and I might just make one brood box. That's a decent brood frame with honey around. That's empty. That's empty. This one looks like it might have some mites in it, but it was only this is only 1 year old, and it would surprise me if there's, from what I know of the mites thing. This just looks like a really unhealthy hive that probably should be, probably someone is saying, oh, just abandon it and do this or do that. And I'm like, I'm not sure what to do with it. See if I can get this board out. There we go. Okay, so I don't know why I'm cleaning that out, but it just seems like the right thing to do. And then what I think I'm going to do here is take, oh, that feels heavy, so there's honey down in there. I want to see if there's brood in here. I'm trying to be careful because there's only a couple frames here with bees on it, but this feels really worked out. Was this the one where I was prying the tops off, trying to get them out? Huh? Coming out in groups. Those are really worked in there. I guess that idea of don't touch them. They build out their comb and it gets hard to do anything with them. Come on. Yeah, they're not happy about me messing with this. But I think I want to pull out some of these junkier frames and put these honey ones in there in case there's a laying queen in there. Then I can let her put this honey in with her from the other hive. I mean, there's some honey there, but I'm not sure that it's something worth keeping. If I don't see brood, I think I'm just gonna let this hive be gone and We can look for a queen though. I don't see any brood. Those bees are on the microphone, so they're probably buzzing hard in the... I'm looking for a queen. There we go. I'm not experienced enough just to go, boom, there's the queen. And I would imagine there's no queen in here, and that's why this hive is just down to nothing. Come on. Yeah, there's nothing. This is a broken hive, it seems like. This hive produced quite a bit of honey last whatever, but depends. They'll make a new one, or if she died during the winter, they might be like, I don't know what to do. At least while I've got this open, try and get these frames separated and pick out a good set. So if I order more bees for a second hive, we can, look at that, it's chock full of honey. This one's just completely full of honey too. I mean, it's heavy, it's so... So there's plenty of food in there, just something happened where the queen died. See if I can push this back together. Doesn't want to work. Yeah, so, I mean, there's one frame with just some bees on it, but I don't see a queen anywhere on there. But that's basically this and that are all the bees in here. So, I mean, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're kind of clustered right here, so I'm trying to see if there's a queen down in there somewhere. Oh, yep, there's a queen right there. What the heck? See the queen right there? See the queen? Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? I don't... But this hive is so small that I don't think there's bees to go out and work. I mean, we can give it a shot here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, those are all junk. I wanted to just stick good honey in here, didn't I? Let me do that. Well, let me give her a brood frame first. That one kind of has brood. And then... put one with a ton of honey. Right there. Right there. It has a lot of bees, so. Oh, this frame has a ton of honey, but it's falling apart on me, so. Whoa. Tripping around. This is. I mean, an experienced beekeeper is probably like, give it up, bro. That hive's gone, even if there's a queen in there. But, I don't know. I kind of want to just see what happens. There's more honey. It's a good brood frame, but you know, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's got a bunch. They've got a bunch of honey. They've got some decent brood frames now. Bottom's cleaned out. I think there might be mites in there. I'm seeing those little things, but I've never had a hive with mites because they haven't survived the winters up here except for last year. And I'll show this video to a friend and get some advice, and if he's like, yeah, you got mites, deal with the mites, or it's too late, abandon that hive because it's just so weak. I should put more sugar water on there. I'll probably come in tomorrow. I have a jar dispenser, and I'll just stick it on the front and just kind of see what happens with this. Mainly as an experiment. Just see what happens. That one seems super healthy, so. And then I'll decide what to do with these frames here. Come on. There we go. That frame's just doesn't want to go back. All right, so that'll be it. Again, experienced beekeepers are probably like, what the heck's this guy doing? But we had a good summer last year, and they both lived through the winter for the first time based on what we did. Something happened to this guy, super weak. And this was the weaker one in the summer last year. I think it split, but it still produced 1.5 supers of honey, and the broods were full of honey. So, well, that's it. That's a wrap.